What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Some. Hit the keys. Here today to show you guys how you can get better samples in Sampla AI than maybe you could have before. A quick disclosure, Sampla AI is the sponsor of today's video. No worries, they won't see this video until you see this video. So I'm not gonna sit here and act all ignorant and, you know what I'm saying, ignore the elephant in the room. I know there's been a bunch of videos about Sampla AI, positive and negative. I'm here with the same stance that I've taken from the beginning. I'm okay with AI tools as long as you're taking that sample and you're breaking it down and making it your own, right? So no different than if somebody was crate digging and they just jacked a sample that they didn't get cleared and they made a beat, so on and so forth. I don't feel like those are the people that could be complaining about AI right now, or if you're using AI tools like Ozone, so on and so forth. I've said it before. I've done a previous video about Sampla in the past, and I spoke about the API they're using America. I'm not sure if it's sketchy or not. There is some litigation or some stuff going on in the UK with them, but I do know they have a pretty big library of songs that they can use to learn as well. So I don't have that answer. I stand firm of if it's not ethically trained, I'm not with it. I was told it's ethically trained, so if it's ethically trained, I can rock with it, right? So I've been messing with Sampla a little bit more lately. If you guys know, I got a copyright claim on a video that I did from a sample that I used from Splice on Monday. And I think this tool was kind of dope because I can get vocals from this. I can get samples if I just need a sample or something that I want to use in a demo video. It just allows me to just grab a little piece of it and use it without having to worry about a copyright claim. That's something that's cool. So again, with Sampla, what's the laws? So let's look here real quick. The laws they say on using AI in music is that under current US law, music created 100% by AI cannot be copyrighted because it lacks human authorship. While prompt-based, fully AI-generated music falls into public domain, AI-assisted work with significant human input may be protected. Unauthorized use of artist voices via AI can violate state laws, whatever. So then as we come down here, just make sure you're aware of this part. Platform terms of service. Users should carefully read the terms of AI music generators, Suno, Soundful, which dictate ownership and usage rights, often granting the platform rights to uploaded content. So one thing about Sampla that's cool is that, you know, they're not going to take your content. So from my understanding, what I've been told by Evan is that everything that you create is yours, and Sampla AI does not own it. So that's pretty cool. So again, you guys see here, got a copyright strike. But I've been using Sampla a little bit more lately, in a different way. I've been using different prompts and I found a different way to prompt. And that's kind of what I want to show you guys in this video. Because the last video I was getting super, you know, generic sounding samples. I feel like they're a little more soul now. I'm not going to say they don't sound generic, but it's kind of cool. It's if it sounds generic, it means it's probably trained off of ethically, if that makes sense. I could be wrong on that though, so don't just quote me as fact. But here are some of the samples that I kind of been using, or that I've kind of messed with. So here's one. Right, so we got that sample. Here's another sample we found. Right, we got another sample here. This is the sample I actually made a demo beat with for today's video. So this is the sample that I found yesterday, or maybe a few days ago, I'm not sure. All right, so that's the sample that I use for this demo beat. Let me go ahead and open up FL Studio, blow, and you'll see here, this is that beat right here that I was working on. So again, you guys just heard this sample, but this is the sample that I pulled from. All right, so that's kind of what I took the sample from, and then this is the beat that I made. So that's the little demo beat I put together for you guys today. As you can see, I chopped up the samples in a few different ways and used them, pitched them down, put some different effects on there, did some stuff with them. Same with the vocals. These vocals were just ad-libs at the beginning of the beat on the vocal that I got here, or in the sample that I got here, and I ended up using these throughout the whole entire beat. Typically, I would sample with the Fruity Slicer, but for some odd reason, since I put Tahoe on my Mac OS, it's messing everything up and I can't get my buttons to sync right. So I just need an update so that I can get that right. Otherwise, I would have broke the sample down and flipped it like I did in the last video. And guys, I just pulled up that last beat real quick because it was, I made this for a different video. But normally if I was to take a sample, I would take it and I would chop it up and put it in something and chop it like this. Right, so that's how I normally would chop it up. But let's go ahead and pull a sample back up and let me show you guys some cool ways that you can get prompts, right? So I'm going to show you one quick way. Sampla has added a new feature here in their prompt library. So you can come in here and now you can get different kind of prompts. So you can come in here and get different kind of Motown style or vintage soul strings or whatever. So bam, and you can click on that and then it'll bring it up there for you. I'm going to leave it on lo-fi. We're going to pull this up a little bit and we're going to pull this up a little bit. And then let's make this 70s soul. And let's generate beat. All right, so I've got the sample loaded up. Let's check it out together in real time. So that's a pretty decent sample in my opinion. And we just got it from their prompt library over here. Let's go ahead and delete all this. Now I'm going to show you guys how I've been getting prompts lately. So we're going to come over here to ChatGPT, right? Yeah, I'm old. I didn't realize how good of a friend ChatGPT could be for you. But let's just come in here and we can type in Otis Redding song sample prompt, right? And now it's going to give us a prompt. Ooh, I got to be able to spell though first, right? But now let's see what it gives us. So now we push enter, takes ChatGPT a second to think, and now it's going to give us, you know what I'm saying, something right here. And we can use this as our prompt. So we can take all this and use it as our prompt. So let's just start from right here. Blouse. And we'll just copy that. Now we'll come back over here to Sampla and we'll just drop that off into Sampla. And I'm gonna leave it lo-fi 70s soul for this too. Generate beat. So while it's generating the beat, I'm gonna come over here and show you, because like I said, I've been keeping these prompts. So I've been saving prompts. So let's go ahead and save this prompt right here. I made this on the 20th. So like last Friday or something, I made this prompt. And we used this and it came out to be a pretty good prompt too. It's like an Aretha Franklin prompt. So we'll use that here as soon as this finishes processing this song. So we've got our next prompt up here. So this is that Otis Redding prompt. Let's see what this sounds like. Hey, that doesn't sound bad to me, man. I do feel like I know they did some updates to Sampla since my last video. So I do feel like the beats sound a little less generic, which is actually cool. And the genericness lets you know that they're sampling it from probably reliable music. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing. I don't have the answers. Don't take my word as fact. I'm just guessing. But I know that they were doing some updates to the site and trying to get it to sound a little more soulful. And I do think that the soul meter and the pocket meter helps with that a little bit. You guys saw I had just put in that last prompt from Aretha Franklin. So I saved that. So let's go ahead and paste that here and let's see what we get out of this. On this one, we're going to take it 70s. We're going to leave it lo-fi again. Soul, vintage. And let's let's pull up the soul meter, pocket meter, and generate. All right, so we've got that next one pulled up. Here's that prompt. Let's see what that sounds like. I mean, I feel like that's a usable sample too. Let's go ahead and get one more sample prompt, because I'm just giving you guys all these in real time. I'm not going back and giving you false samples or nothing. I'm just playing everything as it plays. So let's get us a good old Al Green slow song prompt. Let's get some Al Green going up in here and let's see what they give us. So here we go here. We're starting to get a little bit of something. All right, guys, I've got the song prompt right here. So we're going to come back over to Sampla one more time. And then we're going to enter this prompt in and see exactly what it gives us. So again, we'll take the pocket meter to tight on this one, and then we'll go felt here and let's generate. I've got the last beat here that I'm going to prompt. This was that Al Green beat, and here we go. Yo, I mean, that's a pretty decent sample there too as well. You can see here I do have just a bunch of samples in here. What does this one sound like right here?
Should I
I mean, that's what I got for Sampla for you guys today. What are my honest thoughts on Sampla? Well, I've told you guys a bunch of times. If you use the tool responsibly, you know what I'm saying? I don't see a problem using AI. It's when we abuse the system and we try to claim credit for stuff that we didn't do, or we try to go in against real musicians that play real instruments. We got to leave those guys alone. So, there is a code below for 20% off if you are interested in Sampla. You can use code SumnSumnSumnHTK and get 20% off if you're interested. Remember, guys, there is a free trial, which you can try this out for free. You can spin out 3 samples and you can check it out just to see if, you know what I'm saying, it's something that you like. But make sure if you guys do like this content, though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button. Hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. I appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the key.